World War III has just begun in the Middle East with the United States of America and Israel bombing Iran, causing the death of its religious leader, Khamenei, who's ruled for the last 37 years. Now, in times of war, leaders come to the forefront. And I am wondering where the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, James Marape, is at this very moment, as he's got no bunker to go and hide, and he has committed us to an act of war in signing his allegiance to the allies of the United States through the Papua Treaty. So, Mr. Prime Minister, my question to you is, what is your position now in relation to the war in the Middle East? As the United States of America strategically attacked allies of its rival superpower, China, in taking over oil reserves in South America and now moving in to block Iran from supplying oil to China. Now, I don't know if you had obtained any military advice before you went ahead to sign the Papua Treaty. In fact, you've gone against Papua New Guinea's foreign policy of friends to all and enemies to none. Having signed and committed this country to the Papua Treaty, you have now involved Papua New Guinea in a foreign war, a war that we didn't ask for. We, the people of Papua New Guinea, never asked for war, as we have no enemies anywhere in the world. And it goes for people across the world. People do not ask for wars. Wars are caused by megalomaniacs, idiots, basically. Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, has been trying to avoid publicity on the Epstein files, where he is alleged to have committed sexual offenses with underage girls. And likewise, Benjamin Netanyahu has been avoiding the law in Israel for he's wanted for fraud. And Prime Minister Marape, for having done what you did, you need to resign immediately from office and allow more sensible people to run the affairs of this country. And we will revoke the Papua Treaty and have no alliance with anybody, because the people of Papua New Guinea, like the rest of the world, do not want any war with anybody at all. Politicians, leaders should not use war as a means to escape from their own criminal backgrounds. And let me remind you, Mr. Prime Minister, you are also wanted by the law of these countries for fraud and embezzlement of public finances. And now you have committed and you have sold the sovereignty of Papua New Guinea to a foreign power through the Papua Treaty. I know that you don't lack history. You know very well how the British have taken up and controlled India for 200 years by opening a trade post. And after opening one trade post, they opened several trade posts, and they soon took over India, and they colonized India for 200 years and exploited its wealth at that time. And what you have done with your Minister for Defense, Dr. Billy has accepted a bribe from the Australian government in receiving 20 million for his electorate, and has committed Papua New Guinea to give away our sovereignty to the control of Australians by allowing them to recruit 20,000 Papua New Guineans into the Australian Defence Force to come back and run Papua New Guinea as a proxy, with proxy powers. And that in itself is criminal. Now, Prime Minister and Defence Minister, you should both resign immediately, and Parliament must be recalled to make a decision on where we stand in the global arena. We are not allies to anybody. We should maintain our neutrality as friends to all and enemies to none. The people of this world do not have hate for each other. They do not declare wars. It is only the politicians, megalomaniacs like Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, who have found company in another megalomaniac called James Marape. And I ask this country to go up in protest, demanding the Prime Minister to resign immediately. Thank you for watching me today. Mohamed Ndemongo Kua calling for the removal of the Prime Minister from Kundiawa.